Hello students, welcome to the online class. Today we'll see the Unit 5 History, that is the classical world. So in this lesson we are going to learn about the small town Rome. So how this Rome, it is emerged as a republic and later it became an empire. So we are going to see about the Rome, the Hellenistic world. Roman Republic. So we are going to see about the Roman Republic now. So initially the Rome, it was a society of agriculturists. So the Rome, it is organized as a agricultural society, and also the ruling class is also developed in Rome. So the agriculturist people and the ruling class is also in the Rome. And the Rome people, it is divided into two classes. So they are the patricians and the plebeians. So the patricians and the plebeians are the two classes. So that is divided among the Roman people. So the patricians are the rich landlords. So under the category patricians, the rich landlord peoples are there. Okay, and the plebeians. So the plebeians are the common citizens of Rome. Okay. The Rome was located, it is located in the crisscrossing trade routes. So cutting the north-south and the east-west. So the Rome, so it is a society which is located in north-south and east-west, crisscrossing the trade routes. Taxes on passing traders added to the revenue derived from agriculture. So the people who are living in Roman, so they are the agriculturists, right? So they'll get the amount from the agriculture field. So along with that, they are collecting the taxes. They are collecting the taxes from the people who are passing through. That is, they are collecting the taxes from the traders. So along with this agricultural income, their income is added. So they are collecting the taxes, no, so their income is added. So Rome is developed into a prosperous town in the 6th century. Class war between patricians and plebeians. So the war which happens between the patricians, that is the landlords, and the plebeians, that is the common citizens. So prisoners of war were enslaved in Rome. So the people who are arrested as the prisoners in the war, so they were slaved in Rome. Slaved means in Tamil we'll call it as adimaigal. Okay, so they are treated as the slaves. So due to this, the Rome, it produced a new labor force for the rich to exploit. So through this, a new labor force is produced by the Rome for the rich people to exploit from them. Okay, and the big landholders, so you know what is landholders, right? So the landholders, they bought these slaves into cheap rate and they used the slaves to cultivate their estate. So the rich people, that is the landlords, they are buying these slaves from the cheap rate and they are using them to cultivate their estate. So through this, the population of slave is grown, and by the 1st century there are 2 million slaves. Okay, the total population of Rome is 3.25 million. So among them 2 million peoples are slaves. So many poor peasants had to abandon their children, who was also ended up in the slave markets. So many poor peasants means the poor farmers. So many poor farmers, so they are also making their children to be in the slave market. So there is a conflict between the plebeians and the patricians. It became bloodier. So that is the problem which occurs between the plebeians, means the common citizens, and the patricians means the landlords. Tiberius Gracchus and the Gaius Gracchus. So these two people, they are belong to the patricians groups. So these two people are belong to the landlords. Okay, so though they are the patricians, so they gave their support to the poor peasants. So this Tiberius Gracchus and the Gaius Gracchus. So these two people, they support and they give the opinion about the farmers in favor of the farmers. Okay, and also the farmers, they supported their program. They supported the program of Tiberius Gracchus and the Gaius Gracchus. So this thing is hated by the senators, so they murdered both of them. Okay, so both of Tiberius and the Gaius. The martyrdom of Gracchus brothers played a decisive role in transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. So the martyrdom means the sacrifice of the Gracchus brothers. So through their sacrifice, so it plays an important role in the transformation of Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. So after their death, after their sacrifice, so it becomes a reason for the change of Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. Transfer of power from consuls to emperor. So when Marius became consul, so Marius means, so he is a person, so he became the consul, so with the support of the equites. So Marius, he became a consul with the support of the equites. So equites means it consists of the rich people and the below the rank of senatorial class. Okay, equites means the rich people. So Marius became the consul. So when he became a consul, he tried to make a land distribution bill. Okay, he tried to make a land distribution bill. So this led to the violence. The allies of Marius were killed. The allies means the supporters of the Marius, they were killed. So after that, the civil war, it happens between the followers of Marius and the Sulla. So there is a war which happened inside the country, that is between the followers of Marius and the Sulla. So after Marius is expelled, so Sulla is came to power. So he is ruling now. So Sulla is ruled for 3 years as a virtual dictator. So he is ruling for 3 years as a dictator. So dictator means in Tamil we'll call it as Sarvadhigaram. Okay, so he is a dictator. So after that he is killed, and then followed by him Cinna and Catalina is came to power. Slave revolts. So there were more slave revolts in Rome than in Greece. So many slave revolts are happened in Rome when comparing to the Greece. The revolt of Spartacus was the most famous. So it is started in 73 BC and it started with the involving about 70,000 slaves. Okay, so 70,000 slaves have participated in the revolt. This revolt, it threatened the power in Rome. Okay, so it has happened with the 70,000 slaves, so it threatened the power in Rome. So after that, the Spartacus, so he was killed and the revolt was crushed. Okay, so 6,000 of the followers of Spartacus were executed. So 70,000 slaves are participated, so among them 6,000 followers, so they are killed. Executed means killed. Establishment of Principate. So when this civil war, which happens between Marius and Sulla, so when it came to an end, the civil war between generals are started. Marius and Cinna, so these two people, they are against the Sulla, and the Pompey, so he is against the Julius Caesar. So after the death of Caesar, Brutus and Cassius, so these two people, they are against the Mark Antony and the Octavian. Okay, and finally Octavian against Mark Antony. So many civil wars are happened between these people. So at last, finally, the rich people and the new alike, so what they are telling, their suggestion is, if they declared Octavian, so Octavian means he is also called as Augustus. Okay, so Octavian, he is also called as Augustus. So the rich people, they are in a decision that if Augustus, So if Augustus was declared as a monarchy king, so it is the only way to re-establish the political stability. So they are making Augustus as a monarchy king. Okay, the period starting from Augustus is known as Principate. Okay, the ruling period of Augustus is called the Principate. Augustus called himself Imperator, equivalent to the English word emperor. So he called himself as a Imperator. Imperator means a great king. Okay. Punic Wars and the emergence of Imperial Roman Empire. So we are going to learn about the Punic Wars. So as the Rome was growing in Italy, Carthage was growing in power in North Africa. So Rome is growing in Italy and Carthage it is growing in North Africa. The Carthaginians were the descendants of the Phoenicians who excelled in seafaring and trading. So the Carthaginians means the people who are living in Carthage. So the Carthaginian people, they are the descendants. Descendant means they are the line of the Phoenicians. They comes under the line of Phoenicians. So the Phoenicians, they are excelled in seafaring and the trading. So this Rome and Carthage, so they joined together to drive out the Greeks. Okay, so after that this Carthage, so they occupy the Sicily and this became a threat to the Roman state. So there is a war which occurred between the Rome and the Carthage people. So 3 wars are fought between this Rome and Carthage people, which is known as the Punic War. So the war which has happened between Rome and Carthage is called the Punic War. Okay, so initially Carthage, so they sent a general and his name is Hannibal. Okay, so Hannibal is the general of Carthage and he defeated the Roman army and made a great part of Italy a desert. So in the first war, the Roman army is defeated by the Hannibal. Okay, and then Fabius. So Fabius, he is the general of the Roman army. Hannibal is the general of Carthage and Fabius is the general of Roman army. So in the second Punic War, Fabius confronted Hannibal and he defeated him in the battle of Zama. So in the first war, in the first Punic War, Hannibal defeated the Roman army and in the second Punic War, the Roman army, it defeated Hannibal. So after that, Hannibal, he ended his life by poisoning himself. Okay, so he ended his life by poisoning himself. So the third Punic War, so it was declared on the Carthage by the Rome. Third Punic War is declared by the Rome people. So after the defeat and the destruction of the Carthage in this war. So after these 3 Punic Wars, so the Roman Empire has won. So after the destruction of this Carthage in this war, so the Rome is emerged. It evolved as an unrivaled power in the Western world. So now slowly the Roman Republic is changing into the Roman Empire. So that's all, this part is over. So remaining thing will continue in the next class. Thank you students.